everyone. Welcome back to an episode of Create with Linda. Today is Sunday and I'm making dinner. This is the what's for dinner. I went to church this morning. I had to stop at the food store afterwards and then stopped at Dunkin' to get, well, I'll be right back 1 second. Where's my drink? Oh, I finished my drink. Yeah, no, I finished I got one of those Sabrina Dream things again. Oh my gosh, so good. Anyway, I just made I don't know what's going on with me. I'm being crazy. I just made a drink right here for myself. God. Anyway, I'm just getting dinner going. So what I'm making tonight is I decided this morning, and last night I was thinking about it, that I wanted to make chicken marsala. I bought those 2 packages of chicken cutlets. I used one of them, and also I have 1 chicken cutlet that's missing in action in the refrigerator. Me and my husband searched the refrigerator, can't find it anywhere, and I'm sure I'll find it tomorrow when I don't need it. It's just like a half of a piece, but I wanted to use it up, and it's really annoying me, so I looked through I just can't find it. I had it in my hand, and then I put stuff back with it, and I can't find it anywhere. I don't know what happened to it. Anyway, I'm going to not stress about it, and when I find it, I'll utilize it. Hopefully it'll still be good. This is my drink. I put it in one of the tall mason jars. Yes, thank you for people. The mason jar. I forgot my mind went blank the other day. I couldn't think of this. I don't know why. It was crazy. Mason jar. So there's I have some Crystal Light fruit punch in here. No, cherry. It's cherry drink. Cherry Crystal Light. Yes, and it's sugar free, but it's the Crystal Light. And then I have like a half of cranberry grape zero in there. That's what I have. Come on, buddy. I'm gonna taste it and see if I need to put anything else in it. Sometimes I put a little bit of water in it if I feel like it's too strong, and I put lemon in it. But right now I filled it up to the top, so it's not gonna be good. I have to drink some of it. Good. It could use a little lemon. I'll put a little lemon in it. All right, so I'm getting this. The only thing about this meal, I don't make it often because it is a little time consuming, but it's very much worth it. Very much worth it. So what I'm going to do is put I usually double dip this because I don't think I'm going to double dip, but I think what I'm going to do is just put it in a Ziploc bag. I think I just feel like doing it easy as possible right now. And that's what I'm doing. I got my big frying pan here because that's the biggest one I have, and that's the most like spreading, one that you can put a lot of stuff in, or I mean you're cooking for 5 people, 4 people, you're going to have stuff, you're going to have to put a nice amount in there. So I usually do mostly flour, and I put a little bit of breadcrumbs in, not a lot, just a little bit of Italian breadcrumbs in there with it, and it's perfect amount that I have. I have more in the back that I just bought. But the majority is flour in here, and then I put, seasonings and stuff in here. I season the flour up. So I don't like to go crazy with so much flour because once you use the flour, especially with chicken, you have to throw the flour out most of the time unless you save it and use it just for chicken, but I don't trust that, really. I don't feel comfortable doing that. So I'm going to be a little bit cautious, only because I don't want to use all my flour. I don't want to use too much flour. But I'm going to also put, like I said, breadcrumbs in here too. And I can always add a little bit more flour. I'd rather add than have to throw it out. So I'm going to use, like I said, a little bit of breadcrumbs. Probably like a 1/4 of a cup. Just for a little flavor. Alright, let's put this in the recycling. And we'll do some seasonings. Let's do, I have a lot of my seasonings hanging out on my counter over here because there's just no room in the cabinets, and I have to situate this cabinet over here. I gotta organize. It's organizing time again. All right, so we're gonna do garlic powder. Probably about 2, 3 teaspoons, maybe tablespoons, because there's a lot of flour here, and I want it to be seasoned. So garlic powder. I have 2 garlic powders out. Let's see, is this one the open one? I gotta put the ones away that aren't open. This is open. This is not open, so let's put that over here so I stop going to use it. I have onion powder here. I'm not gonna put as much onion powder as garlic. I'm gonna put a nice amount, probably 2 teaspoons or a tablespoon. Garlic, pepper. Sometimes I really just get, I hate using the, I like using my little pepper things. You know, you can, or my salt and pepper things here, because you can put more in at a time. It frustrates me to sit there sometimes. I'll put a little bit of salt in. Not a lot, but a little. A pinch of salt, probably about like a half a teaspoon. Put all these in here, because I am seasoning the counter as much as I'm seasoning the flour. Now I should have my apron on. I don't know, lately I haven't been wearing my aprons, which is not. I thought you changed the battery in that thing.
I didn't change that. I didn't change that.
Well, we gotta do something with it because.
Cooper just went.
Oh, Cooper, he hears a little bit of a beep, and now he's hiding. No, he's hiding. She's hiding under the table. Take it out because I don't want to hear him.
I'm doing it right now. I'm trying to change battery.
All right, so I put onion powder, garlic powder, salt and pepper. We're gonna put some Italian seasoning in here. I like Italian seasoning in my marsala. Not a crazy amount, because you know Italian seasoning can be overpowering. And I have some fresh basil out there. I don't have much, so I'm gonna use it at the end. My basil and my parsley is really doing crappy. I don't understand. My sister has a plant on her deck in a container, and it's like, it looks like a freaking tree, like a Christmas tree. And mine, I don't understand it. I really don't. God. I don't understand how it works, but.
It's okay, buddy.
So I don't have that much basil.
Come here.
It's all right, buddy. Lately, he's such a scaredy cat. I don't know what's going on. So dried parsley. We gotta have a lot of dried parsley, guys. I'm gonna put parsley in the egg mixture too. What was I looking for? I want basil. Basil. Where's my basil? I always find the basil when I don't need the basil. And then when I need the basil, guess what? I'm searching for the basil. Here it is, guys. Alright, so put some basil. I mean, I know I put Italian seasoning in here, but I like the basil, you know, just the basil flavor itself. Hello. Julie says hi, everybody. Alright, so we're going to do that. And then we put paprika. Always put paprika in here. Not a lot. Hi, buddy. It's okay. He's such a scaredy cat. Everything scares him. I noticed, too, after he has a seizure, he's a little bit more sensitive to things.
Okay, baby, you're fine.
That's chili powder. Is this paprika? Hallelujah. Praise be. Some paprika. Alright, we're gonna shake this up a bit. Aw, he's so cute. What are you doing, buddy? It's okay. Why are you such a scaredy cat? Why are you such a scaredy cat, huh? Alright, let's give this a little shake, and then I'll get the eggs out. My husband finally got his eggs from the chicken man who has the chickens. I'm so relieved. Oh, I gotta find the regular garlic cloves in the refrigerator too. I didn't even see them with all that Well, I'm looking around for the chicken. I'll probably find the chicken right now after I'm, I'll be right back, guys. All right, people. So I'm going to do the eggs now. All right, the flour's all ready. Let's put the eggs in here. I'm going to do 4 eggs, and I'm going to use my store-bought eggs because I bought these before I got the other eggs from the chickens. I don't know how old they are, but it is what it is. So let's do 4. We'll start out with 4. I think 4 is not going to be too much, but I think it'll be, I think it'll be enough. I just don't want to waste eggs. So I'm going to side on the edge of caution. I'm not going to double dip, so 4 will definitely be plenty. This thing, I'm telling you, everybody uses it as like a garbage over here. I mean, that's what it's for, but it fills up so quick. Alright, so like I said, we got 4 in there. Let's season it up. Pepper. Salt. I can never tell with this salt shaker. That's why I like to use the other thing sometimes. A little bit of salt. Let's do... Why I close them when I'm going to use them again, I don't understand. I don't understand the way I do things sometimes. Just garlic. About a tablespoon. Onion. Again, this one is not open. Onion. I did salt and pepper. That's what I'm going to... Oh, I want to do some parsley in here. Some parsley, and we'll do some basil. Where's the basil? Did I put it back? Oh, hallelujah! I'm not going to do Italian seasoning. I'm just going to do some basil. All right, let's put a little bit of. I'm just going to do a little bit of water today. All right, we'll put a little bit of water. Whisk it up. Give it a good whisk. Now, I can't stand when I put warm, when I make my teas and stuff warm, with warm tea that sits out, because as soon as I put the ice in, it melts. It's ridiculous. Even though I have half cold in here from the refrigerator, it's still, the ice melts. It's still really cold though. All right. Gave that a good whisk. Roll this over here. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the flour over here. Because I'm going to work out of, and I bought the sliced, actually, I have button mushrooms in there, but I think I'm just going to use, when I went to Stop and Shop, they had these 2 for $5. So I got the sliced ones that are sliced already. They're a little big. I would slice them a little bit smaller, but for 2 for $5, that was a really good price. They had other ones for $2.79, the button ones. So I was like, why would I do that when I can get these for 2 for $5? And they're already sliced up the same amount. You know what I mean? So I did that. So I'm going to see if that's, mushrooms always look like a lot. And then when you get them in the pan, they shrivel up. It's like spinach or, it looks like there's not a lot. So I'll see. Anyway, I'm going to fry the chicken. We're going to fry the chicken up first, so we don't need to do this. But I need to get garlic. I gotta get some fresh garlic. I'll be right back. All right, I'm gonna just cut some garlic cloves up. We got the egg mixture over here. We're gonna do the egg and we're gonna do the flour and the eggs over here with the chicken. I'm not gonna put the garlic in when I cook the chicken because you know what, I can use my little chopper. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Because it'll just burn. So I'm just gonna put it in after, and I'm gonna use my chopper. Let me run out and get some basil and some parsley, a little bit that I do have out there, and I'll be right back. All right, people. I'm gonna do the garlic and I'm putting the flame on for the to start frying up the chicken. Now I use a little bit of olive oil and spray to coat it, and then I will use butter. Butter is the main. This is not a diet dinner, you know. It has butter in it, and that's why I make it once in a while, not all the time. But yeah, it mainly has butter. I fry the chicken in butter. I'm just taking some of the stems off. It really doesn't matter. Just gonna put some in here. Get the stems out of here. This I'll save for the end. We'll put on top. We'll put some in the rice. I don't know. I'm annoyed with my basil and my parsley plants. I swear tomorrow I think I'm gonna go to the store and I'm gonna get another plant each of the parsley and the basil. I hope they still have them. I gotta do that because it's really annoying me. Anyway, let's put the garlic cloves in here. A lot of garlic, but we have a lot of chicken here and we like garlic. Let's put a little bit of olive oil in here so it has somewhere to go. The only thing that annoys me about using my chopper, when I use my chopper, like I always, it takes me forever to get all the stuff out of here, and it's like annoying, like to get all the garlic and stuff, but it is what it is. All right, we're just putting a little bit of olive oil. This is the new olive oil I got yesterday. I don't want it too fine. Yeah, that's actually perfect right there. Perfect. All right, so like I said, I'm going to put this in before I make the sauce. Not going to put it in with the chicken. All right, let's put some olive oil in the pan, okay? I'm going to put you guys over here because this is where I'm going to be putting the chicken, and I'm going to be over here. Let's move this sausage in. What was I doing? Oh, let's put some olive oil in here. Just a little bit. It's on a very high flame because this pan, I get these pans this pan right here at TJ Maxx. I have like 3 of them. They're amazing. But you have to put, if you want to fry something or make something a little bit crispy or, you know, whatever, you want a little crust on it, you have to put it on high because it's very non-stick and it won't cook great, you know. So, and I also, like I said, this is olive oil too right here. That's olive. I think that's avocado or olive oil. I gotta look again. So let me get a stick of butter out. Like I said, butter is a big part of chicken Marcel.
The Yankees actually won.
Oh, hallelujah. Well, they win one game, then they lose, and they win. I don't know what they're doing, but they're struggling. And now Aaron Judge's elbow is hurt. So I don't want this butter to burn either. So let's put the chicken. I'm just going to put all the chicken in here. He's hurt with an elbow injury and he'll be back hopefully in a week or two. I don't know. At first they were saying it was, something really serious. He might need Tommy John surgery and all this. But now supposedly it's just a minor injury or something. But, he's like the whole team, so. I don't know. They're not gonna, I don't know. I don't, believe me, I have faith in my team. I do, I want to, but I don't know. I just don't think that they have it this year. And it's not about injuries, it's about nobody's quite producing, in my opinion, but I'm no expert. All right. I don't want the butter to burn. Sometimes it gets a little dark and then I have to dump it out, and all that. Put this other light on here because I really can't see. I love to use this light, but you guys get such a glare. I gotta get a pan out too for put the chicken on. Oh yeah, I'll use this. Perfect. All right, let's use that. All right, guys. Let's get the chicken in here. Like I said, it could be a little time consuming, Just strip a little bit off. Can you guys see? I hope you can see. I'm not going to do a lot at once. The butter's starting to get a little brown, which I don't want. I'm going to push it off the flame for a minute. I don't want it to get darker than that. Yeah, that was avocado oil that I sprayed in there, guys. I thought it was olive oil, but... Alright, so I'm just going to just do this like this. Just rub it here. Just shaking it up. There's only like 4 or 5 pieces in here. That's how I'm going to do it. Alright. Let's move this over. Let's get the pan back over here. It cooks very quickly, and I'm telling you, when you flour it this way, the chicken is so tender. Becomes so tender. Just give it a little shimmy shake. See how the butter all goes to the side? I don't know why it does that, but it does. I'm going to higher the flame a little bit now because the chicken's back in here. The chicken's in here now. And I'm always adding more butter because I feel like the butter never stays in the middle, so I'm usually always adding more butter as I go along. I end up using probably 2 sticks of butter. Depends on how much you do also. If you do a lot, you're going to use more than that. I made this for Julie's. I made this for Julie's rehearsal dinner for her wedding. I made so much. It was delicious. It went over so well. Everybody adored it. Everybody loved it. But it is not an easy thing to make, especially if you're making a lot of it. It just isn't. But it's well worth it. Alright guys, I'm doing more. I'm going to put a little bit more in this time. I want to drip it a little bit because otherwise the flour is going to become very, very crumbly. Which there's a chance of that happening anyway. And it's hard because you got to keep an eye on it because you don't want the And you gotta watch the flame, because you don't want the chicken to get too dark. I know I don't. I don't know about you guys, but that's how we don't like it, like, you know, really dark, so. Just praying that this bag holds up. That as I turn it over, I'm always afraid. This is a good bag, I mean, it's Ziploc, but you know, you don't know. Sometimes the Ziplocs aren't as good as the other ones either. So, who knows? All right. Yep. Figured it's opened up a little bit. Alright. I bought this yesterday at the Dollar Tree. It still has the tag on it. Let's turn this over, I think. See, guys? That's why you gotta be on it. Because it depends on where they are in the pan. Also, this pan is very big. But we like them light. And then they're gonna cook a little bit in the sauce. Not too long, but you don't want to overcook them in here because then, you know, you have overcooked chicken, because this is breast. This is not, I don't know what happened to that one. This is not thighs, so they're you know, they can be overcooked very easily. Just move them around a little bit. Sometimes the flour doesn't get all over. You have a spot without the flour. As soon as I put these in, I'm going to take those other ones out. And then I'm going to add more butter to the pan. I'll wait another minute. So Billy and I have been watching, we've been watching a few like series we watched the other night. What did we watch last night? What was that? Oh, what's it called? Untamed on Netflix. It was really good. Weird, a little off the wall, a little confusing, but it kept you interested. It was pretty good. What else? What else was that other show we watched? I forget the name of it. It was like a two-season show or a one-season show. It was like about a murder mystery, murder, and all that. It was really, really good. We just keep watching these series and just trying new things on Netflix and stuff or whatever, because we're just into watching stuff, you know. All right, let's take this off. This is thin, so we're going to take that out. These are all basically ready. Like I said, you don't want to overcook these because you don't want overcooked chicken. Even though this one's a little bit thicker, I think it's done. All right, let's move this over. Let's turn this over. All right. Move this over. Let's get some more chicken in here. It's gotta be. These have to be. All right, guys. See, the bag is good, but it's not, because it's just, it doesn't really, you know, you have to make sure they're covered, and a lot of times they don't get covered all the way. But you want them covered because that's the whole purpose of it. Let's get one more in, and we'll put another piece of butter in. and take the others out. I like a lot of murder, like documentaries. I'm big on that because I just like them. I like the missing people ones, the people that go missing. You know, sometimes they find them, sometimes they don't. I love the ones where the people are accused of something, innocent. What is it called? Innocent until proven guilty, or something like that. Like the court ones. You know, they have to have a trial, or they don't have a trial, or you know, they this, that, and the other thing. I really, really love those shows. I watch a lot of those shows, crime shows and all that. But I do like, I like movies and stuff, you know, and shows like that. But I also really like the real. I really like documentaries and all. All right, these are done. Let's get these off. Because like I said, guys, these become really, really, really tender. And then once they soak in the, once they soak in the sauce, ooh, so good. Oh, Jesus. Didn't even see that big one. Didn't even see that one. So Jenny went to camp today, guys. She's there now. Gonna be there at 4 o'clock. She FaceTimed me on the way there. She's thrilled as anything. So excited for her. I hope she has a good week. I know she will. But she's so excited. I hope the weather's nice for her. You know, as a woman too, like I was so glad she got her, you know, this is, men, close your ears if you're not comfortable. But she got her menstrual little friend last week. So I was so glad because one time, her last time she was there, which was her first year, she got it while she was at camp, and she couldn't go in the pool, which was, you know, very, very annoying to her, which she was not happy with. So I was so glad that she literally got it the week before. So now she's clear of that. She doesn't have to worry about that nasty thing. And yeah, so I just hope the weather's good and they get pool time. They have a lot of activities planned. All right, guys, this is done. This bag of flour is done, so that's going to go in the garbage. The egg is done. So I could have used 3 eggs, but you live and you learn. You know, you don't know. That's all right. Alright, this one's been in there a while, so let's get that out. This one's done too. Let's get these cooking over here. These things get a little hot and they don't get hot. I don't know. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. I don't want to hurt myself. Because I tend to do that a little bit. I got flour all over the freaking stove. I'm not a neat cooker. Woo! Starting a paper towel on fire over here. So yeah, when was it? Where were we the other day? Last week or something. We were somewhere, and it was very appropriate. I forget. forget. We went somewhere where it had to do with something that was very appropriate. And I don't really remember what it was, but they were playing Crazy by Patsy Cline. And I always sing that song, you know that. I'm always singing that song. And I was so excited because they had that song playing. And it was Patsy Cline. I love her. Love her. Go check out that song. If you've never heard it, check it out. Crazy by Patsy Cline. You know, Loretta Lynn's friend. Yeah, Loretta Lynn's friend. Crazy. Crazy for feeling so lonely and crazy. I don't want it to burn, so I'm going to lower the flame. Because these are just about done. And then what I'm going to do, guys, I'm going to wipe out this pan. Just with all, like, the black stuff. Because I don't want the sauce to be, like, full of, you know. I want it to be flavored with all that stuff that's in there. But I don't want all that crumbly black, like, stuff. You know what I mean? Not what I want. Because this will tend to burn then. I don't want to do that. So let's leave this one in. For a few more minutes, because that one, I'm just going to leave that one in there. I'm crazy for crying, and I'm crazy for loving you. I'm only going to do a little bit of salt on these, not a crazy amount, because, you know, I have the cooking wine. Probably has sodium in it, I'm sure it does. Yeah, there's a lot of sodium in this, so, you know, you gotta use as least as possible. Alright, so I'm going to put the garlic and the mushrooms in a minute, but I'm going to, I think these are good. I'm going to, wipe out some of this stuff. Alright, guys, let's get a couple of paper towels. Bill, I need paper towels. Now, the flame's off when I do this because I don't want to take any chances. I'm starting a fire. So, just take out as much as possible. See all that right there? That's what I'm going to have to, like, scoop out because, thank you. Let me get a paper dish. Scoop out. See all that? That's what I want to get rid of right there. Let me get a spoon. I'll use this. I'm just going to put the light on a minute, guys, so I can see, because I really can't see. And so if there's going to be a little glare, sorry about that for a second. But see all that black stuff? Now that is flavor, that's correct, but I don't want all those burnt pieces in there, because it will, then your sauce will turn burnt, will taste burnt. I don't want that. I want the flavoring from all that, but I don't want those pieces in there. So you get out as much as you can. And that's good. That flavoring right there is going to be plenty good to flavor everything. All right. Well, you know what? I'm going to just wipe out the rest of that. I don't want all that in there. Perfect. Perfect. All right. Good. Now, put the... Now, the pan could be on low, medium here. It doesn't have to be on high. Because I'm just going to be sauteing butter, garlic, and mushrooms. Okay? Oh, I gotta get the rice going. But the rice, I'm making instant flavored rice. So. Sorry, guys. Sorry. Alright, let's cut this now. Alright. Now, if some of these mushrooms are too big, I will take the scissor and cut them while they're in the pan. Really, Linda? Hello? Now, see, guys, this is what I'm talking about here. Where's my little one? Hello? See all that? I don't know if you guys ever watched the Dexter series. You gotta watch all of them. I don't know if you watched the original, and then you watched the one when he was a kid, growing up. But now he's got another one. He moved to New York. Oh my God, it's so great. It is amazing. Go watch those series. You know, it's horrific, like the stuff that he does. But it's a good horrific in a way. You'll get what I'm saying once you see it. All right, see, these are definitely bigger than I want them to be. Where's my scissor? So what I'm just gonna do, this is on low, is I'm just gonna cut them. Cut the big ones. Just with a scissor, any scissor, a kitchen scissor. I prefer a kitchen scissor, but I don't know. My scissors are all ridiculous. That's a whole nother story. So yeah, I'm definitely cutting these up somewhat. I don't want them in little tiny pieces, but I don't want them big, and they're gonna shrink up anyway. They are, honestly. But, you know, they go further too if they're cut a little bit smaller. There's no reason to have them that big. I mean, in my opinion, but it's whatever you like. They're gonna, like I said, they are gonna shrink up. So you do it to your liking. I'm just giving them a little shimmy. So I want these to cook a few minutes. I hate to say it, but I think I'm gonna have to put another little piece of butter in here because I don't want these burned. I don't want the garlic burning and everything, but I want these also. I think I'll put a little bit of olive oil. I want these also to get a little caramelized and stuff, you know what I mean? But I don't want the garlic burning. But so you need a little bit of liquid or something in here. And the flame is on the lowest it can possibly be on with this. So. I'm crazy for crying. Yeah, a couple of them still big. I have to get to them. And I'm crazy for loving you. This pan is very big, so you kind of have to like move it around to get everything cooked in there because it's just, it could be a little bit, you know, cooks a little bit uneven if you're not getting it all under the flame, you know, because it's a little bit big. So. Yeah, so I don't put, and I put a little onion powder like in the flavoring, but I don't put any onion in this dish. It's only garlic. Garlic, basil, parsley. And if you don't have fresh parsley, you don't have a garden, you don't have it, you know, whatever, you don't have to use the fresh. It's definitely recommended. It's a lot better, but it's still delicious with dried herbs. Believe me. I use that. Ow! Mushroom flying, I have to eat it. I have to eat it now, guys. Alright, so I'm going to wait another minute, and then I'm going to put some salt on it and seasoning, because they definitely need some salt. You don't want to put salt on mushrooms until you want them a little caramelized, if that's what you want for your dish, because salt, the salt brings out the liquid in the mushrooms, and then it won't then it won't caramelize. So this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna let this cook like another 2 minutes, watch it cook carefully. Then I'm gonna open up this. This is what I get, the Marsala. Sometimes I will substitute with a little bit of white wine if I don't have, 2 bottles of Marsala, but you really do need 2 bottles. It depends on how much chicken you have and everything. You want that Marsala flavor, but you don't want it too strong. You want it to cook out somewhat. You can use water and some chicken or beef bouillon in here just to give it a little extra flavor if you don't have a lot. If you only have one, like I was gonna buy 1 jar of this and 1 jar of something else, but I said, you know what? They're both around the same price. They're not cheap. They're under $5. But I went to Stop and Shop. You could probably get it at Walmart for maybe 3, or 4, it's probably the same price because these Holland houses tend to be expensive anyway. But you can substitute. Like if I didn't have enough money or whatever just to get 2, I could have got 1, and then I could use a little cooking white wine, or if you have those like wines in your refrigerator. I keep them in there sometimes. I try to buy them when they're on sale because they're good to add to sauces to throw in. And then you could also put some water and a bouillon in there. That's a definite way of keeping your budget low by adding the bouillon powder or the bouillon, little cubes or whatever, and seasoning and some water. And just be careful with your salt intake when you do that because the bouillons have a lot of sodium in it. Yeah, so this is just about good. I want them to get just a little bit more crispy, so I'm just going to higher the flame just for a minute. And I'll be back when I'm ready to put the juice in here, put the wine in here, and I'll see what it looks like. And then I'm going to then we'll put the chicken back in, and we'll see how the sauce is. Sometimes as it cooks, I end up putting a little bit more water in there and a little bit of bouillon or maybe some extra wine that I have in the refrigerator, like I told you, because sometimes it does soak up all the, and you want that juice. The juice, the sauce is the best part to this, and that's why I'm making rice. Oh shoot, I told Drew that I was gonna make pasta too. Oh Jesus, I gotta get on it. She wanted, all right, well the instant rice is very simple to make, and this has to simmer for a little while anyway, so that's not a big deal. The rice is I'm gonna be cooked that in the microwave. So, God, what a disaster. You haven't opened up your cabinet, everything falls out again. Hi, I peeked my pot. Hi, Pat. How are you this special day? I know, how you been? Can you stay in your lane, please? Thank you, stay in your lane. Okay. All right, yes, I'm crazy. All right, guys, we're ready for the wine because I don't want this to burn. All right, here we go. Do it slowly, because it's cooking wine. Now this is a lot. This is a lot. Like if I only had half of this chicken, I'd add a little bit of water and I wouldn't put another bottle in here. But there's a lot of chicken in here, and there's going to be pasta and there's going to be rice. So you want to have a nice amount of flavored cooking wine. You can use regular wine too if you have, Marsala. I don't know. Do you drink regular? Is there Marsala wine that you drink? I don't even know. I guess there is. You can use that too, and some white wine or whatever. But you want the purpose of this meal. It's called chicken marsala, so that's why you have to have marsala. Okay. So I'm going to add a little bit of water to these, not a lot because there's not really much left in here, but eventually I will add some water anyway to the pan. So just add some water in there. It's not going to make the flavor be any different. Oh, I didn't season the mushrooms. See what I did? I got to talking and chatting. All right, that's okay. Just a little bit. We're not going to put a lot of extra salt in here anyway. I'm telling you guys because I don't want it to be overly salted. All right, we'll do just some garlic powder and if I could just find the one that's open because I put them all together again. I'm tired. Oh my God, I'm gonna break a nail. I lost a nail today at church. I don't know how, or on the way into church. No, on the way out. I don't know. It was on there when I went into church, but it was loose a little bit this morning, and I forgot to take care of it before I left, and that's what happened. All right, so yeah, so I have to replace it. But these nails are amazing. I'm having so much fun doing them. It's a ball. It's a ball, and I love having my pretty nails. All right, so we want this to come up to a simmer. So I feel like I'm definitely gonna add some more water. I think I'm gonna do it now. I'm gonna add a little bit of water, and I don't know that I'm gonna do bouillon yet because I wanna taste it. But I am gonna do that. I don't want it to, I want the marsala to be strong, but I don't want it to overpower either. You know. So let's just put this on. Let this come up to like a little simmer. It's on like medium, and then we'll be back. All right, guys. Let me throw these. Let me go do some cleaning up, and I'll be back. And I have to plug in my iPad, otherwise it's gonna die. I'll be right back. All right, people. So what I'm gonna do now? It's boiling a little bit. Okay. Simmering a little bit. I'm gonna put the chicken in now. You know, you don't want to put the chicken in too early, also, because but you don't want the chicken to overcook. But it's not gonna overcook. What you're gonna do is you're gonna lower it a little bit and just let it simmer. I'm just moving the pan over a little bit, so because like I said, this is a huge pot, you know, and it doesn't. You have to move it around a little bit to get everything covered. One thing, I don't know what you're doing over here. All right, so what I'm doing is just gonna move this over a little bit. I'm gonna put the chicken in 1 minute. I'm gonna taste a piece, of course, because I have to. So good. It's flavored so good, guys. Let's just pour this in easy. This is why I like these. I get these pans at the Dollar Tree. They're crap. They're really crappy. I'm just telling you now, they're crappy pans. Like, look at them. They're so flimsy. Like, don't put a roast in here and just like, or don't make lasagna in here. You have to double, triple it if you're gonna. You have to be very aware. But I like to buy them because you get 2 for $1, and you can use them like for stuff like this, for stuff that's, you know, flimsy or just to put stuff in. I'm just adding, I'm mixing this up, all these flavors in here, guys. See all this right here? That's another trick you can do, like that, the chopper, I put water in there, mixed it up. Whatever's left in here, any flavoring, parsley, garlic, or whatever's in here, that all will come out. And like my husband's gonna insist on throwing this out, but I think I'm gonna rinse it out and I can still use it for little gitsies like this. That's what I like to do. A lot of times I hide the stuff, I'll show you something in a minute. Wait till I show you something. You're gonna laugh. You're gonna laugh. All right, so you don't wanna like play with this too much. You just wanna put it in here, make sure it's all covered, put the top on and let it simmer. For a good 10, 12 minutes, you know, like medium. I put it on high because I wanted to get a little bit of a bubble, and then I'll shut it, I'll lower it. But here, see? I'm gonna show you something, you guys are gonna laugh your booties off. All right, so one day we were home and we had to go somewhere, and I made some sort of dessert, maybe cookies. I don't know for what it was, for something, Christmas maybe or something. I don't know what occasion it was, but we had the container from a store-bought cookie, a chocolate chip cookie from ShopRite, you know, that we get all the time. So I saw it and I was like, oh my God, that's perfect. Yeah, so I put no, you know what it was? It was Jenny's birthday or something. So I put the brownies, yes, I put the brownies in here. I had this left over, it was there with one cookie in it. And I said, oh my God, this thing is perfect to transfer. You don't need it back. So we had chocolate chip cookies the other day that Billy had gotten. He loves these cookies from there. And so I saved it and I put it in the cabinet in here. And he's like, and he opened up the cabinet. He's like, what is this? Why are you saving this? Throw this out. I'm like, don't touch it. Don't. Because when I make my own homemade stuff or whatever, This is great because it's so easy if you want to take it somewhere or give it to somebody. Look at that. I love these. I'm gonna start. I got news for you between you and me and the lamppost. Don't even tell them. Shh, shh. When I get these, I'm gonna start saving them. I am. I'm gonna put them in a bag and put them in the basement because these are really, really good. You don't realize. I'm not gonna buy it just to buy them, but if I buy them, I'm gonna save them. I have to put a notice up on my board for everybody that if they buy these, they have to save them. It's a must. But no, guys, really, that's a really good tip. Yeah. So I put it in this cabinet, which is not used that often. Yeah. All right. So now it's really, really starting to boil, and I don't want it to go crazy because I don't want to overcook my chicken. So I'm gonna let it simmer for a couple of minutes, and then I'm gonna taste it and see if it's done. I'm gonna get the rice. Oh, the rice going here. Let me show you guys. I have the pasta water up for the pasta. I'm just gonna make a little bit of linguine. So here I'm gonna make the instant rice. This is what I do. I do about a little bit more than 2 cups of water. So that's all the rice we need tonight. So a little bit over 2 cups of water. Where's that piece of butter? Did I use all that butter? Wow. Thought I had another piece of butter. Did I put it in here? Oh, there it is. We're going to put a piece of butter in here. About a tablespoon. Disaster. Some salt. Some pepper. I'm going to put some basil. Just to flavor up the rice. Some onion. A little bit of garlic. A little bit of garlic in my life. A little bit of Tina. A little bit of onion in mine. A little bit of sesame, here I am. Okay. So I got basil. Did I put garlic in there? I think I did. Yeah, that was just what I just used. All right, we got basil, garlic, onion, and I just said basil. Let's put a little parsley, and then we'll put a little bit of, where's the Italian seasoning? Where is it? I just had it. Yeah, because this is white rice, so I want to flavor it a little bit with Italian seasoning too. You want to have a little flavor in the rice. All right. And then we put the rice in here. So I have some left in here. I need a little bit over 2 cups. And I hate doing this after I hate using the same thing because then all the rice sticks in here. So I do this, but it doesn't always work. All right, so this is, oh, okay, good. So I just need a little bit more from this one. Is this the opening or the other side? Here it is. Where is it? I don't even see it. Oh, there it is. Alright, I'm going to taste the sauce, guys, and I'm going to see what it tastes like. And if it's done, if the sauce tastes good, I'm going to shut it off. Alright, see the rice only sticks. Give this a little zhuzh so everything is combined. And I'm going to put it in the microwave for 5 minutes. All right, the water's boiling, so I'll get the linguine, but let's taste this and see what this tastes like. Let's bring yours over here. Like I said, I don't want the chicken to overcook. Just move it around a little bit. Oh, and I also am going to put a little bit of lemon in this at the end. I like a little hint of lemon, not a lot. Mmm. Oh my God, that's so good. That is so delicious. It has just the perfect amount of marsala. It's perfect. Like I don't want to, I'm only going to put a little hint of lemon because I don't want to make it too, I don't want to lemon it up because it really, really, really is delicious. So let's just cut a little lemon, a little bit, just for a little hint of lemon. Nothing big. I'm just squeezing this lemon a little bit, just to get the juices flowing. You just go like this, guys, if you can see me. And then I'm gonna shut it off, because it's done. It's completely done. Woo! Just getting the butter off of it. Let's take the whatever picture in here out. I'm gonna get probably a little bit, just like a half a lemon. That's it. That's it. I'm shutting it. Shutting it off. Give it a little mix. We'll cover it, and the rice and the pasta will be done in 10 minutes, and this will be ready. Sunday dinner. Not Italian Sunday Funday. It's just Sunday Funday. Sunday Funday dinner. All right, guys, I'll be right back. Yummy! Happy dance, happy dance, happy dance, yeah! All right, people. So, oh my God, Billy said it's so tender. It's delicious. This is a great Sunday meal, guys. And like I said, I don't do this every once I do it once in a while because it is a lot of work, but it's so good. So yeah, so this is what's for dinner tonight, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to hit that notification button with that bell so you guys can be notified every time I upload a new video. Like and share, comment down below. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, because when you subscribe, it really does help my channel grow, and I so appreciate all of you. I don't know if I told you guys, but last night Cooper had a major seizure. It was really upsetting. I think I did say something about it, but anyway, yeah, he's over it now. He's okay, but yeah, it's so heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking. But I guess, I'm just grateful that it is once every 3 or 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 weeks. So, because he's on all that medication, and if he wasn't, then it would be worse, and then he wouldn't be here, obviously. So anyway, yes. So God is good. God is good, even in rough times. God is good. All right, guys. I love you. I'll see you on the next video. Bye.